Hello, this is Justina Simple Maeja, and today I bring you another concept, one that disturbs the whole world. It's the concept of unemployment. By definition, unemployment is a situation where labor fails to find employment. Now, labor may fail to find employment whether it is skilled or it is unskilled. But that situation where labor that is willing and able to do employment fails to find available jobs is what we call unemployment. And many people will cry out to the government for help, and governments become unpopular when many people are unemployed. And so this is a crucial issue. But I want you to understand one thing, that sometimes unemployment can be voluntary. It means that people who have the skills for work at the ongoing wage rate deliberately refuse to work at that ongoing wage rate. And they could have reasons. Some of the reasons could be that the current wage rate is low and people have invested a lot in education, so they can't work at that current ongoing wage rate. But two, they could be coming from a good family background, and the kind of jobs available cannot be taken up by that class of people, and so they become unemployed. But also, such people could be lazy, or they desire to depend on the wealth that is made by their friends and relatives. Because they already feel comfortable, they remain unemployed even when jobs are available. Now, that kind is what we call voluntary unemployment. But in many economies, Uganda inclusive, unemployment is involuntary. It means that many people are willing to work at the ongoing wage rate, but they fail to find jobs to do. And there are many reasons that could account for that kind of unemployment. It could be that the labor supply is greater than its demand. The people looking for jobs are greater than the jobs that are actually available. And so, they remain unemployed because they may not be taken up for some of the jobs they apply for. But secondly, is the fact that sometimes labor has limited skills. Some people have refused to go to school to acquire education, so they can be unemployed if jobs available are for the educated. But sometimes they also lack the necessary skills that are needed to do a certain job. So even when they apply, they are denied the jobs, and so they remain unemployed. Now, sometimes the unemployment in many developing countries can also arise from other factors. For example, the political instability. Political instability scares away investors. And it becomes hard for people to get jobs if people have not invested in farms or businesses which can hire them. So they become unemployed. But it could also be the discrimination in the job market on the basis of age, sex, race, etc. Some people prefer to work with people of their own tribes. So it means that those who are disfavored actually become unemployed. Unemployment has many different causes, but the crucial thing would be, how do we solve unemployment in the world? One, let people acquire the necessary skills. These could be vocational skills necessary for them to start up businesses, or other skills that make them employable. Because people don't want to spend money training labor in skills needed. Countries should strive to maintain political stability, to attract more investment, because as they do so, more jobs are created. And in that way, we shall have more people working because investment is being created. The population growth rate should be controlled. The intention here is that the labor supply should match the jobs available. Whenever labor supply does not match jobs available, people become unemployed. Now, unemployment is something that is so crucial that governments have to work on because it has a lot of negative effects in the families. Families can't be stable when they can't literally be stable when the breadwinner lacks employment. It leads to fights and it leads to other social unrest as well because the unemployed are easy to mobilize. And so it means that they can involve in different strikes and riots. There are actually some people who may decide to join different groups that fight governments simply because they are unemployed. Now, unemployment makes the government in power unpopular. So governments should work so hard to solve the unemployment problem so that people can like their leadership. That is it that I could share for now. Wishing you God's blessings. Have a good day.